Here at M4, we've seen that teams can still make this work just earlier in the first series. And with this composition, like you mentioned, Wolf, it's just the Ube strat, right?
Yeah.
They're going in, they want to clump up, and they want to get that healing. Question is for me now, up against the composition that Incendio, well, again, that Team HAQ have right now with a lot of CC, a lot of burst damage, and on top of that, they also have the Valentina that can steal away that Estes ult. The sustainability is there too for Team HAQ. How are they going to fare?
That's why it's so crucial to how this game goes for them, because with that Valentina locked in here, you have a lot of dynamic to work with. And Incendio Supremacy, they've got to allow that Beatrix to get online, right? Sunshine's got to be able to get to that point in the game where he can kind of pop off. You got to keep things in that tempo in your favor if you're Incendio Supremacy here, and we want to see that Turkish delight pop off once again. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the land of dawn here. The first game between Team HAQ and Incendio Supremacy.
Right off the bat, one thing that I notice here is Gary actually went for the Festival of Blood on the Fanny, so Gary knows that he does not want to go for that crazy burst. He knows that the enemy team won't be alone, so he didn't go for the high and dry. He opted for the Festival of Blood just to prolong those team fights.
Good thing you should point it out, because it doesn't make sense against the Turkish delight to go for solo pickoffs. And Festival of Blood allows him to go for more cables actually and be aggressive in the early stages.
Wow.
To see it, there you go. The dash in from Min to stun him up for Gary to pick up first blood.
Just like that, right? I mean, this is what we saw previously from Ken with an early kill on the Fanny. You know, Gary is running a different emblem like you guys mentioned. So hopefully for them, for Team HAQ, they want to extend those fights. And again, if Man is taking that heal, that sustain, it really prolongs it even further. Now, Lola taking that high and dry in this Grok, if they can find those lockdowns, it's going to be troubling. Still in the mid lane, a lot of poking back and forth here between these two. It's Min and Man that has to be worked on. And a lot of this too, I mean, well, they get the flicker out, but still all this leading up into that first turtle in about 30 seconds here.
Well, you know, you can see already a big advantage over Team HAQ just because of the fact that this mid lane get destroyed by Team HAQ. My goodness. Mid lane is the
Death lane.
Death lane.
What was that damage? What was that coordination though, right? The fact that all of them went in, put their CC in together, and Gary just used his ult. That was that, right? It was so clean by Team HAQ. 2 kills already.
But again, you know, at this point, early start, 2 minutes in, first turtle comes up. It's going to be really dicey if Incendio Supremacy wants to actually contest this. But it is TNZ here contesting it, but being zoned out by Min and Man. There you go. Man decides to take the ultimate from Apex 47. You're going to have that sustain. Uh-oh, Lola.
That's a solo kill up in the XP lane. Man coming up now. Alien's going to pop the split, gets out in time. Man trying to chase him down, but Alien actually just gets out. Has a pretty good laning phase early on. Gary's going to be able to dive in just for a bit. Remember, no high and dry, no killing spree. So in terms of just that assassination, won't be as lethal. Needs people to set it up for him. Like this! Man, just as I say it, Numenal Blast to set it up for Gary to pick up another for Team HAQ. But Apex 47 now will be able to actually come in and break his wrath, finishes Gary off, despite Man having the ult. TNZ now going to be caught low. Lola trying to look for more setup, trying to look for that CC. TNZ is going to be back to half HP with a healing from Apex 47.
Oh man, this mid lane is definitely the lane of death in this game already. Though Incendio is able to equalize the cold that we have right now. Gary losing his life in the mid lane means that they will not be able to take out the turtle. In fact, Incendio Supremacy are not considering the turtle just yet. They want to clear out the mid lane and then deploy all of their members in a faster Turkish Delight activation.
Well, I mean, they're working on it, right? They're going to be setting up for something else here. They want to focus on this turtle.
Oh, my God.
Well, Min is gone just like that. Gary looking for a trade here, but Rosa is actually going to be able to use the wings by wings, stunning Man up. He's very low. For the airstrike coming in, Rosa taken low. Still able to get back to Apex 47 for the healing to come through. TNZ on the turtle. Alien zoning the other members away. Gary, oh my God! That retribution by TNZ. Very, very close from Gary stealing it away. Alien bringing Lola back. TNZ rotating over towards that XP lane, but it is just both teams disengaging. And Gary is still on that purple buff. We'll be able to secure it.
See, this is the thing, right? They get that turtle. Things now going in favor here for Incendio Supremacy. And all the meanwhile, Sunshine just having a good time at the bottom with Panda there. He did pick up the BOD, right? So he's got that Weapon Master, he's got the BOD here. And I mean, anything that stands out to you, Wolf, in terms of emblems here?
Just the Festival of Blood. And the fact that the high-end giant was the choice now for Lola. We see sometimes Grok pick up the Weapon Master against the Glue, but this time it's going to be the high-end giant. Would love to see him be in action. So far, Lola has not been activated yet. Would expect him to be more aggressive. Should be more aggressive as Sunshine just becomes a...
That's why you get the skin, man.
That's why you get the skin. You get to fly. Literally fly.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Oh, what happened here? Gary trying to invade Rosa. Rotating as well. TNC gets the red sheet down, picks up the purple buff, and takes it away. Can we get the king?
That's a new effect
there. What was that?
What level's your battle pass, Sunshine?
Hey,
I want to get that.
Level 151.
151, he's got the figurine and the special effect, the hidden one. But I mean, again, going back to this, right? Incendio Supremacy in a great position. 1.4K ahead here. First item's already coming out here, Wolf.
You can see the Cloud Destiny already available for Rosa, so he's finally able to survive like the abysmal laning stages they had. Incendio Supremacy are already amassing all of the farm, and look at the defense. Sunshine with the damage. They still want to go for this.
They do. They really do.
Want it.
Rosa popped the Feather Airstrike in the mid lane already, though, so there's no more abilities to lock him down. Panda is going to be forced back away, but you can really see why the S-Test came through. Min now looking for something. Feather Airstrike comes in. TNC getting a whole lot of damage. What? Min gets bursted down again, deleted. And Incendio Supremacy now built up a 2.4K gold lead. Wow.
And slowly and surely, they are able to get the turret down bottom lane, and then the turtle uncontested by Team HAQ. The aggression coming out from TNZ. He knows that there will be sustain from himself and his teammates. And now Alien with Dominance Eyes. He's going to be surviving for now. Baits out that dash.
What a good play there. Distracting the enemy team. For the airstrike, going to come down again onto the mid lane. It's going to be taken low again. Taking the whole lot of the Bandit's rage.
I'm sure, you know, if you were here the other day, chat's loving the AoE damage available from Incendio Supremacy, because that's what's going on here. You see how much front-loaded damage is not only from Rosa, but even Sunshine now. When they decide to go that route, they're putting on the pressure here.
This is the classic Ube formation, by the way, from M3. You get 4 members group up, including the jungler, and the XP lane will just take the long lane, or the opposite lane. And they just sustain themselves. My God!
Stands there menacingly. Sunshine's gonna fall. That's a shutdown picked up. Gary with the cable, styling on Incendio's Apex to his fall as well. TNZ finally joining in with his team up in the top side of the map. Alien has rotated, but 3 members have fallen. Incendio bit off more than they could chew.
Good dissection coming out from Team HAQ as they forced Incendio Supremacy to commit a lot with that first kill onto Lola. When the Moonlight Immersion is down, you can see that Apex 47 doesn't have as much sustain as you can see. Also, Sunshine didn't utilize the flicker, which was interesting. I don't know if it was on cooldown back then, but all of those other, you know, minor mistakes coming up from Incendio Supremacy and minor over-aggression allowed Team HAQ to get so much of an advantage.
I mean, even just looking at this, right, the pick rate, this is for carry. 51% with a win rate of 62%, 17 out of 26 games. You can see why it's so highly contested now. There are some struggles where you see, you know, Panda trying to get in range, and just even how tanky TNZ is right now. And they have to respect this feathered airstrike from Rosa. Even though Rosa had a rough start, Rosa's done an amazing job at just still being very valuable on this Farsa pick. And now that this first Lord of the game is up, I mean, Incendio Supremacy in a great position to just kind of take this one. It's really going to be up to Min here to find another crazy setup with that Neon Blast, or even Lola. They could fight around that, but still, you can see every member of Incendio Supremacy pretty much trying to get in position here. They would love to secure this first Lord of the game.
Despite losing 3 members in that top side of the map, again, they're only down to 1.5k gold lead, which is still a very, very good position to be in if you're Incendio. Meanwhile, they're already chunking the Lord, now down to about half HP. Sunshine with a Bennett. Alien trying to just be that frontliner. But the airstrike coming in, the ground blast as well. Rosa's gonna be able to actually stand there. Before the airstrike responded back into Wings by Wings. Rosa gonna be caught. Gary with the cables finds 1 kill. Rosa is down. Sunshine still able to hit the other Team Hawk members away. That's a turret picked up by Team Hawk by the mini waves. And Incendio Supremacy are playing the long game, but it feels like Team Hawk right now have the advantage. TNZ catches man off, but that's a defensive flicker away.
I think for Incendio Supremacy, you have to consider taking care of Rosa. You don't have to take care only of Sunshine because Rosa is a big damage dealer. It's very important and very crucial to the ult-based strategy that Incendio Supremacy is doing right now. Every time that the Varsa is getting picked up, that's a massive amount of damage that's lost from Incendio Supremacy.
I mean, here, the focus on the top side, looking to get this tier 1 down. You know, core items being picked up here, especially for Panda, allow him to kind of skirmish a little bit better, but you can see how hard it is for Man to even get that Rose. He wants the feathered airstrike, he really does, or even Apex 47s, but he's having a hard time getting it, and sometimes he puts himself in a position where he can't. He does have Apex 47 now, but I mean, at this point, still, you want to be able to get in a good position for this possible Lord take. The downside is, for Team Hawk, you don't have that tier 1 down yet in the mid lane, and that's why you see Incendio Supremacy controlling so much of this, because they're holding on to that, and that does make a difference here. Now, that's exactly why Gary's kind of just going around the map, putting pressure if he can.
I really love what Gary's doing right now. It's very smart. Divide and conquer is the idea for Team Hawk. They know that if there's someone who's dealing with the bottom lane or the opposite lane, will have to spend a lot of time before they're able to regroup and take the fight afterwards. This is the reason why they now diminish the golding to 100.
Gary stole the purple buff away. He gets a kill too. He gets out on top of that with a healing from Man, stealing away the blessing of the Moon Goddess from Apex 47. Team Hawk, not only have they equalized, but they've got the lead back.
Gary, what a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy. His rotations were on point and the usage of his ultimate, and he knows that his team is going to be backing him up. Instead of going towards the river, he went to the mid lane because majority of his teammates are there after his kill onto Rosa. And the fact that he stole that purple buff, because Incendio's idea is give the purple buff to Rosa now, so that is why TNZ is not committed to the retribution now. Incendio have conceded the control of the Lord area.
Well, it does seem like it is going to be a free Lord. The crowd goes wild as Team Hawk secure the first Lord of the game.
So good pickup here, and all this resulting in just those macro decisions as a team, and even down to the micro decisions, the way that they kind of just moved around the map. They got some of those ultimates out from Incendio Supremacy, which gave them the advantage here. They're still holding on to that tier 1, but I mean, for how long now that Lord is marching bottom?
Oh, Man's gonna fall to the feather airstrike there. Min in the midst of it all. Alien, oh my god, that burst from Panda. It's not even DPS at this point, you can call it burst because of how fast he's attacking. TNZ in the midst of it all, once again, jumping in. That's Alien, looking for the slam, pass. Lola's gonna fall. Alien, still, the front liner. Gary! From out of nowhere, comes back in with the cables, finding a trade. 2 for 1 in favor of Incendio, but the Lord still pushing him towards the base of Incendio, giving more pressure for Team Hawk to pick up more objectives.
Well, Gary's just making a case. He wants to contest the title for the best jungler, the King of the Skies, against both Kyrie and Albert and Carl TCS. Really making all of these great assassinations and saving Team Hawk time and time again. That would have been a very good clash for Incendio Supremacy as they're getting all those kills. And they're pressuring Team Hawk already, but the map as well as the control of the gold laners and the position force the mid laners. Gary's just making it difficult for Incendio Supremacy to cook their Turkish delight.
Well, I mean, again, you know, the fact that Incendio Supremacy is still in this game. Yes, they finally lost their tier 1 turret in the mid lane. They were holding on to it for dear life. They still have great tools here to win these team fights, and that's kind of what we've seen in the past couple minutes here. Whether it's TNZ finding a setup here, Apex is sustained, even Alien, if he can get to where he needs to be, they've got great things to consider here, and that's what we see from Team Hawk. Now, biggest thing for them, Panda, you got to let Panda just unleash, right?
Yeah.
Gary has been putting pressure on the side part of the map, the top and bottom lane, and then he kind of just swoops in, and that's what you're expecting from this Fanny. But still, Panda, if he can get taken out from Incendio Supremacy, they lose a ton of burst potential. And Sunshine's already at this point on this Beatrix where he's got the damage, right? If he can be protected, again, sustainability here in TNZ, then you're going to be in a good position to fight and win those against Team HAQ.
Yeah. You need the window nature for both marksmen here. I think that is also the next spot for Sunshine. They're going to be waiting for it. You have to understand that Incendio Supremacy will wait for their items before they fight once again. And that will be just in time for the next Lord fight.
I mean, if you look at Rosa, also Winter Truncheon built up, right? So you can already see the respect being given, but
there it is.
My question is it too late? Because the thing is, Sunshine has been caught 2 times. Rosa's been caught 5 times before we see those defensive items come through.
Well, I mean, we just saw Sunshine pick up that Wind of Nature, so, and perfect timing, right? The next Lord's going to be up here, and you can see, right, Team HAQ has obviously that advantage, but again, I'm going to say, Incendio Supremacy, they should contest this. They have the right tools that they need. They just need to not be outplayed macro, right? Macro style, because you can see it, right? They have to park Alien here in the bottom side, handling those waves, not letting it be pushed in. And that is what Gary is even doing so well here for Team HAQ as they prepare for the best moment for this next Lord.
What they need to do now is to find the opening. Bottom lane, that will be pushed by the Fanny for sure. So who is going to defend that? Is it going to be Rosa or is it going to be Alien? Both are needed in a team fight. Or do they just fight literally right now and force Team HAQ to not be able to do what they're planning to do? And wow, okay.
Yep.
So
a little too far.
A little too far. Weird.
Gonna go ahead and reset it for now. Lola, though, and still parking Gary on the bottom side, like you were mentioning, right? Putting the pressure there, it's gonna force Alien away. Now that is a big loss here for Incendio Supremacy if they don't have Alien with them. But someone's got to deal with these waves. Lord, these walls just doing things here for Team HAQ right now. Incendio Supremacy, though, you're gonna have to deal with this. It is a nice little lead. They don't have Alien here. Half health for the Lord.
It's a good forced error by Team HAQ. Alien in the bottom lane. Min gonna be caught here by Roses by the airstrike, but he's gonna be able to go for the stun. Winter Truncheon, the dodge away, but look at them in front line. TN's gonna be caught here. The healing comes in, but it's not enough to deal with the damage from Gary, from Panda, from Man, who picks up a double kill. Alien now, in the midst of it all, going for the chase, a Hail Mary, all alone. 1v5, has the split to buy a little bit more time to get out. Jumps onto Man, but Man, he has the mortality. The team doesn't care, ignoring Alien 100% of the way. They're gonna go straight for the base. 8 seconds on Apex 27, and Team HAQ and strike first with first game.
Man, 17 minutes I think that was. They just decided, you know what, we don't need the Lord to win the fight, take 4 down, you know, Alien, he's gonna do blue things, let him be, push into the base, and take that first game of the series.
All throughout the early stages of the game, you know that Incendio Supremacy has already gotten it. They are controlling the economy. They're winning the team fights. But it was a big blunder in the middle part where they got beaten by the side of Team HAQ. And why was that? What happened? What did Team HAQ